So good evening. On behalf of the Coweta County Board of Education, I welcome you to the 2024 Coweta County Teacher of the Year program. My name is Andrew Copeland. I currently serve as the board chairman. The educators that we honor here tonight have been chosen by their peers in recognition of exemplary teaching. As ambassadors of your schools and as representatives of the very best and highest of the teaching profession in Coweta County. It is a pleasure each year for our Board of Education to host this event and celebrate the excellence of our school system's teaching faculty. I congratulate all of our Teachers of the Year and thank each of you and your families for being here tonight. And I want to give a special thanks to the Noonan Pilot Club. The Noonan Pilot Club has co-sponsored this event for many years and has hosted the reception that we all enjoyed before tonight's event. I want to give a special applause for them. Our Board of Education truly appreciates the Noonan Pilot Club members for their long-standing support of this program and their support of the Coweta County school system, our teachers, and our students. It is my pleasure to introduce my fellow members of the Coweta County Board of Education. Please stand when I call your name. Mr. Frank Farmer, Miss Amy Dees, Mr. Larry Robertson, Mr. Rob DeBose, Mrs. Beth Barnett, and Vice Chairman Mr. Buzz Glover. And of course, I want to thank Superintendent Evan Horton and Assistant Superintendent Mark Guy. And cannot go without saying thank you again and welcome to our 2023 Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Molly Wilson of Cannon Gate Elementary School. I now turn the over to our Master of Ceremonies, Vice Chairman Buzz Glover. Thank you.
Andrew's a lot taller than I am, so I have to adjust the mic here. Good evening, and welcome again to all our 2024 Teachers of the Year, their families, principals, and other guests. Thank you again to the Noonan Pilot Club, and I'd like to call on Ms. Beverly Garner to come say a few words to our honorees tonight.
The Noonan Pilot Club is delighted to do this every spring. Education is very important in our plans of work. We support teachers as much as we can, and we can do a lot of things if teachers would just notify us. We can do a lot of things. We can help you. Sometimes we just don't know what to do. But congratulations to all you teachers. Take care of our children as you do every day. Thank you.
Before we recognize our Teachers of the Year for 2024, it is my pleasure to call on our 2023 Coweta County Teacher of the Year and our 2024 state nominee, Ms. Molly Wilson. She teaches third grade at Cannon Gate Elementary.
I'm the shortest of all, probably, so. It has been truly an overwhelming honor to have served as Coweta County 2023 Teacher of the Year. Having all the names that are going to be called tonight of these stellar and exemplary educators and colleagues just fills me with pride for our school system. Having read the essays from each of tonight's honorees, I can say with certainty that our schools are filled with passionate, creative, talented, and caring teachers. I read about engaging and innovative teaching practices. I learned of long-lasting relationships formed with students through letters written in support of teachers. Several times I found myself making notes of ideas I wanted to adapt in my classroom and at our school. Each of you inspired me. As I reflect on this journey, I'm reminded of a simple yet profound motto that has guided my approach to education: bloom where you're planted. This ethos underscores the importance of creating a nurturing environment where all stakeholders, students, teachers, administrators, can all bloom and thrive. In our classrooms, we're the gardeners, entrusted with the task of cultivating fertile ground for growth and learning. Just as a gardener carefully selects the seeds to plant, we as educators must be intentional in our curriculum design and instructional strategies. We dive deep into the standards, collaborating with fellow teachers, embracing best practices. We ensure that our students receive the nourishment they need to blossom academically and personally. But creating a thriving garden requires more than just sowing seeds. It requires careful planning and preparation. We work together to pick our garden spot wisely and gather our necessary materials to support our vision for growth. While external factors may sometimes dictate our circumstances, it's our attitude and perseverance that ultimately determine our success. Let's continue to choose to bloom in our designated plots, embracing each challenge as an opportunity for growth and transformation. Each school year, we take the time to prepare the ground for success. During those pre-planning days that seem so far away, we come together as a community of educators to set positive goals, foster collaboration, and preemptively troubleshoot potential challenges. By nurturing this culture of support and encouragement, we lay the foundation for a thriving learning environment where every individual feels valued and empowered. Once that groundwork has been laid, it's time to start planting. Our instruction is important, but it's our ability to cultivate a positive classroom climate that sets the stage for learning. We must get to know our students on a personal level. We welcome them into our classrooms and create a family that empowers them to take ownership for their learning journey. Each student is unique, and it's our responsibility to celebrate their strengths, help them set goals, nurture their growth, and even in the face of adversity. But as you all know, our work doesn't end with just planting. It extends to caring for and protecting our garden. Just as a gardener tends to their plants with care and vigilance, we must be attentive to the needs of our students and colleagues alike. We get to be their advocates for all those under our care. We get to ensure that they receive the support and resources they need to thrive. We get to be the protectors of our school culture. We get to defend it against any negativity and foster a sense of belonging in the community for everyone. Finally, we commit to maintaining our garden with diligence and dedication. Through ongoing participation, communication, and reflection, we can continue to nurture a culture of growth and excellence that benefits everyone involved. By striving to do just one thing better each day, we can create a classroom and school environment where every individual has the opportunity to bloom and flourish. It's no secret that our job is one that requires endurance. Today, we've ushered in what is quite possibly the most arduous month of all, May. With the end of course tests, end of grade tests, field days, awards programs, class parties, honors nights, fine arts programs, school plays, graduation, the calendar fills up quickly with exciting and memorable events. Simply listing it all out kind of makes me want to take a nap. We spent this last year building lasting relationships with our students, our precious plants, and we get to spend May celebrating all of their growth. I'm proud to say that our school system has many wonderful gardeners who are doing just that. What a joy to see these gardens grow and bloom where they're planted. In closing, I would like to challenge each of you to continue to embrace the spirit of blooming where you're planted in your own educational journey. Together, we can continue to cultivate a culture of growth, resilience, and excellence that inspires all the stakeholders to reach their full potential. Thank you again for the opportunity to represent Coweta County as the Teacher of the Year for 2023, and congratulations to each of you being honored tonight. It really is a privilege to work alongside you as we continue to be committed to student success.
Before this event last year, I had never met Molly, And I had the opportunity over this past year to see her in her school and Macy Fleming, who was a 2022 Teacher of the Year in the classroom. And it doesn't take me just a couple minutes to figure out why they are so highly recognized by their peers. So now back to the script. So we'll be here too long. Okay, I now ask that our Teachers of the Year from each of our schools come forward with their principals so that the Board of Education can recognize and congratulate each one of you. Please come forward to the stage to my left. We will be going in, if you want to kind of line up, we will be going alphabetical order, elementary, middle, and then high school. So. Okay. Each year, certified classroom teachers at every Coweta County school choose one of their peers to represent them as a Teacher of the Year. From these school Teachers of the Year, 3 finalists are chosen. And from those 3, a Coweta County Teacher of the Year is chosen. The teachers I'm about to introduce have been selected by their fellow classroom teachers as examples of excellence in the teaching profession. In my opinion, recognition by your peers is kind of one of the highest honors you can receive, certainly. So, to each of them, I want you to know that the Coweta County Board of Education members value the work that you do each day. We value your profession and value the service that you provide to our community's young people. As my fellow Board of Education members, Ms. Wilson and Superintendent Evan Horton, to honor these teachers as I introduce them. If family members or coworkers are present, please stand as your Teacher of the Year is announced. And we certainly know to excel at this level, it takes a family. It takes a village. Your family to support you to do it. I ask that our Teachers of the Year come forward as I call your name. Starting off, we have Brittany Han, who's a special education teacher at Arbor Springs Elementary. Next is Rebecca Gore, is the media specialist at Arnco Sargent. Atkinson Elementary selected Heather Daly, a kindergarten teacher. Abby Grace Townsend teaches first grade at Brooks Elementary. Whitney Self is a fifth grade teacher at Canongate. From Eastside Elementary, we have Mackenzie Sibley, teaches third grade. Elm Street Elementary selected Rebecca Craver, who teaches fourth grade. Jennifer Panetta teaches fifth and sixth grade English language arts for the Empower program. Jessica Anderson is a kindergarten teacher at Glanton. Felicia Dunson is a special education teacher at Jefferson Parkway. Diana Ewing is the music teacher at Moreland Elementary. From Noonan Crossing, we have Brittany Hazak, who's a third grade teacher. Courtney Gordon is a third grade teacher at Northside Elementary. Abby Lofton is a first grade teacher at Poplar Road. Ruth Hill Elementary selected their media specialist, Stephanie Landrum. Staying with media specialist is Renee Rich, who's at Thomas Crossroads. Jasmine Jones is a fourth grade teacher at Welch Elementary. Mandy Profit is the EIP teacher at Western Elementary. Jennifer Dunn is the English for speakers of other languages at White Oak. Willis Road Elementary first grade teacher is Leah Davenport. Ashley Prince is the media specialist at Arnold Middle School. Blake Bass Middle School selected 8th grade math teacher Stephanie Humphrey. Marissa Delaney teaches 6th grade social studies at EC Middle. From Evans Middle School, we have Brian Self, a 7th grade English and language arts teacher. Kristen Davis is an 8th grade math teacher at Lee Middle School. Dwight McDaniel is a 6th and 8th grade English language arts teacher at Maggie Brown Middle. Madras Middle School selected 7th and 8th grade gifted science teacher Mallory Berry. From Smoky Road, we have Jillian Phillips, an 8th grade ELA teacher. From the Central Education Center, we have Dave Whittington, the aerospace and aviation teacher. From East Coweta High School, we have Jennifer Sandlin, a history teacher. Noonan High School selected special ed teacher and baseball coach Mark Gilmore. And obviously, Coach Gilmore can't be with us because they're playing baseball right now, and I'm happy to announce they did win. Noonan won the first game. So we'll get an update on the second. From Northgate High School, we have Ellen Ratliff, a 10th grade language literature teacher. And certainly last, but certainly not least, we have Bruce Dukes, a physical education teacher at the Winston-Didell Academy. Please join me one more time in congratulating all of these Teachers of the Year. Once our Teachers of the Year are chosen by their peers, they submit applications covering their professional development, philosophy of education, and how they would represent their profession as the Georgia Teacher of the Year. Our previous year's Teachers of the Year review their applications and choose 3 finalists. It is now my pleasure to call upon the principals forward to introduce our 2024 Teacher of the Year finalist. And our first is from East Coweta High School, Jennifer Sandlin, will be introduced by Principal Mr. Steve Allen.
Well, that's too low. I prepared a 30-minute speech, so told me they couldn't do that, so I kept it at 20. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my absolute pleasure to stand here before you tonight and celebrate one of our very own, Miss Jennifer Sandlin. As you know, Miss Sandlin has been selected as one of the top 3 contenders for the District Teacher of the Year award. And let me tell you, it's a recognition she absolutely deserves. Where do I even begin with Jennifer? Well, let's start at the beginning of her journey. Jennifer has been a part of the ECHS family since 2004, dedicating 2 whole decades of her life in shaping the minds of our students. That's not just a commitment, that's love for what she does. Jennifer's educational background speaks volumes about her passion for learning and teaching, with a bachelor's in history from Berry College and a master's in history from Georgia State. She's not just well-versed in the subject matter, but she's also consistently seeking to expand her knowledge. And I mean, who wouldn't jump at the chance to study history and art in Florence, Italy? And let's not forget about her EDS from UWG, specializing in social studies curriculum. It's safe to say that she's truly an expert in her field. But Jennifer's impact goes far beyond the classroom. As the Social Studies Department Chair, she has been leading the charge in promoting collaboration, innovation, and excellence among her peers. Her dedication to membership is evident in the way that she guides new teachers and student teachers, ensuring that they have support they need to thrive. And let's not talk about the extracurriculars, because Jennifer doesn't just stop teaching. From coaching JV volleyball to spearheading the SGA and History Club, she's always been at her forefront of enriching our students and experiences outside the academics. And can we just take this moment to appreciate her commitment to community involvement, whether volunteering in the club with Cub Scouts or organizing Veteran Days programs. Jennifer truly embodies the spirit of giving back. But perhaps what sets Jennifer apart in her continuous pursuit of growth, knowledge, attending conferences, leading workshops, and even serving as SAT, ACT proctor for over a decade, she always is seeking new ways to better herself and better serve our students. So as we stand here today on the brink of celebration, Jennifer's achievements at the district level, let's take a moment to applaud not just her accolades, but her unwavering dedication to the students, the school, the community. Jennifer, and I mean this, thank you for everything that you do each and every day. Thank you for leading, teaching, and motivating our students at East Coweta High School. I wish I had a school full of you, and I truly, truly mean that. You embody excellence each and every day in the classroom. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jennifer Sandlin.
Our second, I have to reach up here to get the microphone. Our second finalist is Rebecca Craver of Elm Street Elementary, be introduced by Principal Christy Hillebrand.
Thank you so much. Wow, it is absolutely an incredible honor to be able to stand up here this evening before each and every one of you. This is such a highly esteemed crowd. Congratulations to each and every one of you tonight and to all of your special guests. I don't think that there is a human being that works as hard or as magically as a Teacher of the Year in a Coweta County school. Not only does that mean that you're doing all the great things all the teachers are already doing for all the young people in our community, but you're leading, you're thriving, you're otherwise empowering students so well that you've caught the attention of the majority of your peers, and that's truly impressive. I'm especially honored because I get to stand alongside the most magnificent Rebecca Craver. She is a teacher at Elm Street Elementary, and while I bet there isn't a principal in the room who wouldn't step right on up here in my place tonight and be able to say just as many great things about each one of you as I hope to share about our Teacher of the Year, I hope as I'm sharing things about Miss Craver, or Craver as we call her, I trust you'll hear things that ring true for you too. I hope as you hear the things that I have to say about her and what you've heard already from Mr. Allen and what I know you'll hear from Miss Bryant, that you feel the same pride in yourself or your loved one that I feel in her. So, without further ado, Rebecca Craver is a Georgia rock star. After only a few seconds in her classroom, you will know that you're in the pleasant presence of greatness. It begins by the non-traditional approach to her room, which reflects the students she serves and her own personality, but most of all, it reflects the shared expectations that guide them. Students shift seamlessly from tall stools and tall tables to a low platform stage. Maybe they're gathering near the panel for a whole group kickoff. Most importantly, though, you'll see them standing tall and proud together. They're gathered around vertical, non-permanent surfaces, whiteboards, that are hung up all around the room with only one shared marker between them to ensure full collaboration. The classroom's low-profile platform, stage, is really a takeoff on something from Ron Clark Academy's Standing Up on the Furniture, but it's in a safe Coweta way. And whether they're arguing for or against taxation or holding court or explaining complex mathematical reasoning, all hands and minds are actively engaged and learners are empowered. They know they matter. You'll hear voices all abuzz, engaged in rich math discussions, thinking deeply about complex problems. They're sharing strategies, they're contending their ideas and their approaches, and they're questioning one another's thinking, and sometimes they're questioning the principal's thinking. I'm there. I'm actually really not sure that I believed people could get 10-year-olds that excited about math dialogue until I saw it and heard it myself, and it happens every single day. To see and hear Craver in action is to be in the presence of a most authentic, genuine, and thought-provoking teacher. She brings a presence of compassion. She's centered on growth, but she never forgets that they're children who are learning. She also holds extremely high expectations for what students of any age can accomplish when they're stretched by their peers and their teacher in shared dialogue. The thinking and the talking that's happening all around, they're doing it in an intentional environment. It's designed for curiosity, for wonder, and for safe risk-taking. Her approach calls students into activities that are low floor, high ceiling, so that everyone has the opportunity to contribute at some level. It's all about ownership. She has it, her students have it. Tell me more. What makes you think so? How can you prove it? Help me explain this to a classmate. How else could you have approached this? Don't tell me, tell them. What other strategy worked? Which one was most efficient? Those are just some of the many phrases you're likely to hear from Craver in an otherwise student voice environment. Until, of course, there's a pivotal moment from a group that everybody in the room needs to hear and understand. Craver is a master at this because she builds solid relationships and strong bonds. They're built with students based on mutual respect, and they're rooted in authentic connection. She wants to know about your ball game, your family, your love of all things Bulldog, anything you want to share. And those same relationships continue with colleagues. They're centered on genuine interest, and they're centered around the idea of growing our collective efficacy. As one teacher said recently, she's the kind of person you're excited to meet at a coffee shop on a Saturday morning to talk about math and complex thinking with. And really, how many people can you say that about? There's just such a genuine interest in talking things through for the good of the overall group. I just heard from 2 parents recently that Craver has changed the way their daughters feel about themselves as students and mathematicians. They have confidence now where it wasn't before. And even as our staff is diving deep into structured literacy, she's right there with us, even as a math teacher. She launched us into building thinking classrooms. She supports family engagement nights and running clubs, all things Elm Street. She led our math representatives in implementing the new standards and math tasks. She's engaged in many community organizations as well, giving back to our neighborhood locally, including Leadership Georgia. She helps us to remember to do less for our learners and put the thinking in their hands. Despite all that she can do, one of her best talents is an unmatched ability to draw out deep, dialogic math from students in a way that makes it look easy. No matter their level, she draws them out. She finds ways to give words to those that may not think they have them, but she's equally skilled and at the ready to coach up those natural achievers who just need that extra push, asking those big, broad, deep questions to dig deeper and alter their learning thoughtfully. It's no surprise to me that Craver is being celebrated tonight alongside each and every one of you. She has a strong, well-deserved reputation. I know you do as well. For her, it's because of her commitment to building high levels of thinking, an environment that's designed for deep dialogue and safe risk-taking to stretch and grow all learners. It's my honor and great privilege tonight to present our Elm Street Teacher of the Year, Miss Rebecca Craver. It is truly an honor to serve with you.
For our third finalist, we're going to stay in town, is Miss Stephanie Landrum of Ruth Hill Elementary, will be introduced by Principal Melvinette Bryant.
Good evening. Thank you to the Coweta County School System Board of Education and the Noonan Pilot Club for hosting this great event in honor and recognition of the many outstanding educators who are present here tonight. For it is through the dedication and commitment of the teaching profession that exerts influence on all other professions. Each of you are to be commended, and thank you for the work that you do. I stand before you tonight to introduce and vaunt Ruth Hill Elementary School's Teacher of the Year, Miss Stephanie Landrum, our amazing media specialist. I must say, the task of capturing in words the essence of who she is as an educator was a tall task. Anyone who knows her would agree we could write a book about Miss Landrum. The distinguished recognition of Ms. Landrum being named as one of the top 3 finalists for the Coweta County's Teacher of the Year is more than deserving. And although she shies away from any form of the spotlight, because that's just her personality, I know that she is honored to be recognized because she works hard, she serves hard, and she loves hard. Her passion for education radiates through every interaction, making her a beacon of inspiration for both students and colleagues alike. Genuine, creative, authentic, enthusiastic, compassionate, innovative, resourceful, and empowering are all adjectives that describe Ms. Landrum. Her colleagues believe that Ms. Landrum always wants to make the students' time inside of her library one where they are getting the most out of their experience. She thinks of them and how to make the stories that she reads engaging for them. Ms. Landrum is always willing to help other educators become strong, confident leaders. Her tenacity and all that she does not go unnoticed. She's an expert in all things media center and technology related, and she's always willing to share and teach others. Ms. Landrum genuinely cares for the students, and she wants what's best for them. Her creative lessons display that her main focus is to engage students in ways ordinary paper and pencil cannot. Ms. Landrum is the person who truly has the kindest heart I know. She shows how much she loves her students in everything that she says and does for them. She always provides a positive space where you can come to visit her, and she always has a smile on her face. She is one of a kind. Ms. Landrum is consistently reliable, supportive, and there for anyone who needs a creative eye or listening ear. She has a gentle soul and a giant heart. As described, Ms. Landrum creates a warm and nurturing environment in the library where students feel encouraged to explore the world of literature, and she encourages reading and learning, reading for pleasure, and reading for life. She strives to connect a love of reading to hands-on real-world experiences and opportunities for all students. When provided with the proper tools and strategies, Ms. Landrum believes that every student can succeed, and she has a unique way of bringing the best out of our students. The role of a media specialist is to support and strengthen the curriculum, bridge the digital divide, and put state standards into action. A media specialist is a teacher and an instructional partner. Ms. Landrum dutifully fills these roles and so many more at Ruth Hill Elementary. She is a yearbook co-sponsor, our Eagle News Network producer, member of SBLT, specials team leader, the Sunshine Club representative, and she originated Ruth Hill's first student-led library organization called the Library Squad. Ms. Landrum has a passion for technology integration and exposing students to new and exciting ways to express themselves via technologies such as 3D printing and design, podcasting, and video production. Her goal is to make learning exciting for all students, and she loves that they enter the library with a sense of wonder, always excitedly asking the question, what does Ms. Landrum have in store for us today? Ms. Landrum works well beyond the school day and school hours. She sacrifices many evenings and weekends to provide exciting and engaging lessons that expose our students to real-world connections that they may not otherwise have or experience outside of our school building. She believes in giving students experiences within the library that can help them see a new perspective outside of their sometimes current reality. One of the many examples is an annual library lesson and cooking activity based on author Kevin Noble Millard's book entitled Fry Bread. It's a Native American family story. Every November, students visit the library to read the book, discuss the tradition and history of Native Americans and fry bread, swap stories of their own family's food traditions, and finally make, cook, and eat fry bread in the library. This has become such a great tradition, students start asking about fry bread at the start of school in August. The launching of Ruth Hill's first ever library organization, the Library Squad, derived from countless requests from students to help with various projects in the library or to come and just spend time with Ms. Landrum before school. Fifth grade students had to apply and interview for a spot on the squad. She created an opportunity for students to feel like they could learn valuable job-related and real-world skills such as completing a job application, reading and following a work schedule, running a cash register during the book fair, creating engaging displays to attract readers, and to have a voice in certain decisions made within the library. Ms. Landrum is most proud of this initiative because it puts our students in a position of ownership of our library and our school and gives them valuable skills for the future. Not only does Ms. Landrum expose students to new experiences during her library lessons, but she also invites visitors to showcase the magnitude of the world to our students. This year, she hosted author Dion Leonard, an ultramarathon runner who adopted a stray dog, Gobi, while running a marathon in the Gobi Desert. And he's written several children's books about his adventure with Gobi. Ms. Landrum prepared for Dion and Gobi's visit by reading his picture book of their friendship story, watching interviews with Dion, and researching facts about the Gobi Desert. Students made so many new connections, not just in the sense of being aware of geography, but of new ideas about the types of hobbies different people have and of the simple ways that someone's life can be changed just by deciding to help someone else. Lastly, and my personal favorite, are the various outdoor story walks. She's famous for those. She provides those throughout the year with all students. They read a book via different stations outside with the physical component or task that relates to the story. Students are able to make great connections to the context of the story as they are engaged, moving about, and soaking in all the natural elements around them. Exposing students to different stories and perspectives helps them see that there are options for them that they may not have ever seen or imagined before. As I stated before, we definitely can write a book about Miss Landrum and all that she does for our students at Ruth Hill Elementary. The educational experiences mentioned are just a synopsis of the many innovative and engaging encounters she provides for our student body. The STEM, technology-related, standard-aligned, and literacy-focused lesson brings life to learning, and students are better prepared for academic success because of Ms. Landrum. She also designates time for our exceptional ability students to experience library lessons through hands-on crafts. She is inclusive and encourages literacy for all types of learners. Ms. Landrum plays an integral role in the culture of Ruth Hill Elementary. She moves quietly, and she is an unsung hero working behind the scenes. She exemplifies devotion, ambition, and innovation in the field of education. If selected, she undoubtedly will represent the Coweta County School System's Teacher of the Year very well by serving as an example of educational excellence. Please give a huge round of applause for Ms. Stephanie Landrum.
Thank you and congratulations to all three finalists, all three very impressive finalists. Finally, a panel of experienced educators observes and interviews our three finalists and chooses a Coweta County Teacher of the Year. This Teacher of the Year will not only represent Coweta County School System, but will also serve as our county's nominee for Georgia Teacher of the Year next year. The envelope, please, or the right script with the name. And now it is my pleasure to announce that the 2024 Coweta County Teacher of the Year is Jennifer Sadlin.
Wow. Thank you so much for this honor. I have been truly overwhelmed by the love and support of my own family, my East Coweta family, and the Coweta community during this whole process. Thank you especially to my husband, Matt, who knows all the highs and lows of being married to a teacher. Thank you to Steve Allen and to Kima Leaphart for always having an open door and a listening ear. Thank you to the Board of Education members for the opportunity and honor to represent Coweta. I am so inspired, at being invited into this room full of these amazing educators. And I'm reminded that what we do matters to our entire community. I'm reminded what a privilege we have been given to be placed in a position of trust for the most important ones in our society, which is our young people. One of my goals is to use this position of trust to draw awareness for the growing need for community support on the issue of mental health for both our students and our educators. who have returned to a very different classroom and different world since 2020. I hope to represent our profession and Coweta County to the best of my ability so that our state continues to view Coweta as a strong leader in public education and innovation. I'm once again very cognizant of what an honor this is and what a privilege I have to proudly call myself a Coweta County educator. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Adlin, and I'll agree too that being the Teacher of the Year in what I think is the best school system in the state, you'll represent us well. Thank you. Now I want to call on Dr. Evan Horton for some closing remarks, and that will conclude our program. And thank you for being here. Thank you for what each of you do every day to make this a great school system. Dr. Horton.
Thank you, Mr. Glover, and good evening, everyone. I'll do my best to be brief. I realize I am the only thing standing between many of you and your dinner. So I'll be brief. Although we are a little bit better this year, because those of you that were here last year might remember, I was the last thing standing between you and dinner and summer vacation. We changed the timing for you a little bit this year. First off, congratulations to each of our Teachers of the Year. You are all excellent representatives of our school system. You are the best of the best. I want to start off by thanking once again the Pilot Club for their support of this event this evening. Also want to make sure to mention Kathy Nixon and our Nixon Center staff for all the hard work that they do here to put this event and many others on. You can come here pretty much any night, and there's going to be something, and Kathy and her group do an incredible job. Also, we have several of our system level staff that are here in the room from our curriculum department, human resources, and several others. I want to thank them for being here tonight in support of this. Also want to make sure I give special thanks to our public information officer, Dean Jackson. He does a lot of the legwork behind the organization of this event. So Dean, thank you very much for your efforts and for all that you do for us. Teachers of the Year, if you would, please join me in giving a round of applause to your support network, your family, your friends that are here tonight. You know, it's been mentioned several times this evening, the work of a teacher is hard. And as Jen said a minute ago, it's been really hard since 2020. It's not getting any easier. And it's not lost on me that it's not just teachers that give. It's those family members, that support network. You give of yourselves so that our teachers every single day can give a piece of themselves to their students. Just want you to know that I appreciate that. I know our Board of Education appreciates that sacrifice that you make each and every day. To our Teachers of the Year, it's an incredible honor to be chosen by your peers, to just be in the room. It's an incredible honor. You're so respected by your peers. You're making a difference every day. Typically, I'll sit up here while they're giving the speeches and I'll write words that describe the Teachers of the Year, and this page will be full. I stopped tonight about halfway through because I think they'd already said everything that they could say. So I'm gonna hang on just a few things, and then we'll get you out of here. To our Teachers of the Year, each and every one of you are caretakers. You take care of kids. You take care of the people that you work with each and every day. You promote growth, resilience, and you're tenacious in your pursuit of excellence each and every day. You drive others to be better just because of who you are. It's the work of a teacher, and you do it incredibly each and every day. You inspire confidence. You inspire others. You're an inspiration for them. They remember you long after they leave your classroom. Some of you, they'll never, ever forget. They will never forget because of the difference you make that you don't even realize. Molly and I were talking before the program started. She said, man, she said, this has been a great group this year. I'm really going to be sad to see them go. I know you will. But here's the mark of a great teacher, and this is what makes so many of you special. Yeah, you're going to be sad to see them go, but you make them sad to go. You know, we got 17 days of this thing left. Not that anybody in this room's counting. We got 17 days left. We're over 90% of the school year. They're going to be sad to go. They're going to be sad to go. Some of them are sad to go home each day. Some of them are sad to go home on the weekend. Some of them see it as 10 weeks that they don't get to see you. And that's because of the type of people you are, the confidence you inspire, the belief that you have in them, and the dedicated public servants that you are. Coweta County School System is an excellent place to work. Coweta County is an excellent community to live in, and it's because of the people in this room. And I'm honored to be standing before you and to recognize you. To our finalists, I don't know what else I can say, other than next time I see Rebecca, I'm going to call her Craver. I learned that tonight. You guys are awesome. You're incredible. Molly, you've been a great ambassador for our school system over the last year. You've represented us well. Jen, you were making a difference when I got to East Coweta in 2006. I was a better assistant principal and principal for having the opportunity to work alongside you. You're making a difference in 2024. You're going to be an incredible representative of our school system, and we are so proud that you are the 2024 Coweta County Teacher of the Year. Congratulations. It's a really good place. It's a really good place. Challenges each and every day. We get 180 opportunities a year to meet those challenges and make a difference. And because of great leadership by our principals in the room, system staff, and because of dedicated teachers like each of you, we're making that difference, and our world is a better place because of you. Thank you all for being here, and congratulations once again to our Teachers of the Year. Have a great night.